Hello. I'm back to show you more about the fake cakes tutorials. So I was working so fast that I forgot I was supposed to be doing a tutorial of how I painted this, but I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out. So, okay, when I iced the cake with the spackling, then I let it sit for like 3 days. I had mentioned that before. And so the reason why I let it sit for so long is that this part right here is it's fine. It's not, it's going to dry pretty quickly, like within a day. I would even give it 2 days. I'd give it 2 days for this really thin part. But for these, they take a long time to dry. So, and this, it's like a nice thick shell border on the bottom. It takes a long time to dry. So I would give this about 3 to 4 days to dry before you start painting it. It just needs that long because you can, sometimes you can feel it soft, sometimes you can't really feel it, but if you press it and you start to paint it, it will smash. So you definitely want to give that long enough to dry. So this one is going to be a 4th of July cake that I'm working on. And then my turntable has seen a lot of wear and tear, so sorry about that, but it's okay. It's well loved. So this is a half cake. So you're going to take the styrofoam. Hold on. You're going to take a styrofoam and you're going to cut it in half. So you just cut it in half, glue it to the board with hot glue. I use a hot glue gun. And then you're going to use spackling again to ice that. And the cake part, here, let me show you a different one. The cake part, I use this, and it's a piece of styrofoam, since I use a lot of styrofoam. When you cut styrofoam, if you don't cut it with a hot knife, if you cut it with a regular saw or knife, it's gonna have all this texture. So, which makes it perfect to make a cake texture. So I just go like this to get the texture that I need. And sometimes I have to go back and use a little toothpick for some areas. And, you know, if it doesn't look quite right, then I use a toothpick. But it looks like on this one, I just used this. So you just touch it like that. Okay, and then for the frosting that's between the layers, I use a small popsicle stick. So I used this one to ice the outside, and I used this one for the frosting. You know, when you cut up a cake, you kind of run it along like that. Okay, and then this has a horizontal pattern on it, and I just went like this, and you just go back and forth, one right on top of another until you go all the way to the top. Okay, I'll be showing a lot more videos of those of textures and things. So, but this is it for now. And then this one's going to be a pink cake. It's going to be a pink ombre cake. So ombre is really popular right now. It's been for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years. So I'm doing an ombre. As far as my fake cakes go, pink pink is definitely the most popular color by far. Girly, girly, girly. So, oh, and half birthday cakes, just in case you didn't know, are usually for half birthdays. I mean, I know it sounds obvious, but a lot of people order them just for their 6-month-old baby, which is super sweet. And then you take a little picture next to your sweet little baby on their 6-month birthday. But some people celebrate half your birthdays, you know, every year. So I don't know if it's a new thing. I mean, I feel like it's relatively new. I heard about it maybe like 5 years ago. I had never heard of it before 5 years ago. So, yeah, this is mostly for photo props for photographers. Okay, so you start out with a darker pink. And then whatever color I'm using, I usually just add some white. And that's how you get your ombre. So it's the exact same color, it's just a lighter shade. And you just kind of blend. You just blend the colors. And this one's going to go to off-white. It goes like light pink to lighter pink to like a cream. And it doesn't have to be an exact line. You actually don't want it to be an exact line from color to color. You kind of want it blended. And when you do the borders, it kind of, you have to, like, you know, you have to get in between all those little ridges until it's completely covered. Okay, so, and then I'm going to do like I'll do like a lower, like quick stripe just to make sure the colors are blended. And then I'm going to do the same with the darker pink into the lighter pink, just like a quick little stripe so that the colors really look blended, so that it's that pretty pink to lighter pink to cream. Okay, and then I'm going to skip doing the top for now, and then I'm just going to show you, I use 2 colors for the cake. I use the light and a dark. And so with the light, you just paint over the cake, but you leave the little lines. I leave them white. So it's just like a real cake. You're gonna see the white frosting in between the layers. And just to show you, I already did this one, and that's the first layer. First color layer for the cake, and then the darker one, I wait till it's totally dry, and then I kind of just go in lightly. It's like a highlight or a low light. Just to give the cake a little depth. So it's not all just one plain color. So you want 2 shades for your vanilla cake. And that's it. So I'm doing 2 of the same cake. So that's the cake part. That's the ombre part. And I will be back with more videos. Let me know what you think. Leave me any comments or questions that you have, okay? Thank you.